everybody. Great to see everyone. What a great turnout we have today to celebrate Miles' birthday. Of course, we all know tomorrow, May 2nd, is her birthday, born in 1942. Now, I'm going to do a little walk down memory lane here to just give me attention for a few minutes. Mama grew up in Ladysmith, North Carolina. Well, they all don't know. Grew up with 3 rowdy brothers, Curtis, Bobby, and Hubert Davis. And she had a younger sister too, Willie Jean. Growing up in their household, our grandparents loved the Lord, and that was a priority. They taught their kids growing up to love the Lord and be active in church. My grandma, she loved the Lord, and she had a great time to, if I call her for a prayer request, or grandma put me on the prayer list, they always seem to get answered a lot quicker. When she prayed, he sure listened. But they also taught their kids growing up the importance of family and family values and leaning on each other. So Mama had another brother. His name was Houston Davis. And Houston was Grandma and Granddaddy's first child. And Houston passed away unexpectedly as a toddler. Though it was tragic, it did embrace the importance of family with my grandparents, and they brought that value to their kids growing up. And third, they taught their kids growing up to work hard and not cut corners. My grandparents were hardworking folks. Granddaddy was a World War II vet, probably the best auto mechanic body shop guy in all of eastern North Carolina. Construction worker. Grandma worked in the cotton mill. But Granddaddy always had to say it. If we were working on my car, or my cousin Dean working on his car, or working in the garden, he always said, if we're going to do it, we're going to do it right. We're not cutting any corners. Yeah, he definitely, we want to get done and go play, and said, no, we're going to do it right. We're going to take our time. So growing up, those 3 values, our grandparents passed on to their kids. So Mama graduated high school in 1960 from Bladeboro High. And there she went on to nursing school. Lumberton, North Carolina, Southeastern Hospital School of Nursing. While she was there, she met a fellow by the name of Jimmy Guy. Now, I don't know if y'all remember this story, never heard the story or not, but Daddy had a date with one of Mom's classmates. Now, he didn't know Mom at the time. If I'm not exactly right about this, you can correct me later. But Daddy was in the lobby waiting for his date to come down. Mom might have to be in the waiting area reading the newspaper. That's what we had back then, you know. We didn't have iPhones and all this kind of newspaper. So Daddy struck up a conversation with Mom, introduced himself, and asked him if he could borrow a sport page, piece of newspaper. And from then on, Mom always said she knew at that moment she was going to marry that guy someday. And they did. So, of course, Mama graduated. She went to work as a nurse at Kane Hospital. Daddy got his barber's license. He was a security guard at prison in McCain, but he went on to get his barber's license. And they lived in McCain. And 1968, I came along. And in 1970, 2 years later, Larry came along. But just as Mama was raised by her family, she raised us the same way. Number one was to love the Lord and be involved with church activities. Now, when we first started the church, we were National Heights Baptist. We moved to Rayford in 1975 and transferred our membership here to Rayford First Baptist. But we were here all the time. Doors were open. We were here. Y'all knew the guys were going to be here on Monday night, Sunday night, Sunday morning, Wednesday night. And we loved all the activities. You training, RAs, RA basketball, good time growing up. Youth choir, we loved youth choir, didn't we, Larry? Yeah, huh? I had to go to youth choir all the time. Larry was shy. He don't have to go. He was the baby. I'm the baby. But no, that was a great foundation. being in church. We love the church. But the second value was, again, family, the importance of family, and being with cousins. And that was our fondest memories growing up. If it was going to White Lake with our cousins to our grandma's cottage there, or if it was going to Myrtle Beach with all our friends and or our family there, spending weeks in Myrtle Beach. We're just going to Uncle Hubert's house and playing on the farm. It was always around family. Even though they were an hour away from us, it seemed like we were there about every week at grandma's house eating lunch after church on Sundays. And the third value she passed on us was working hard. If anybody who knew Mama when she was working back at the hospital, we didn't see Mama a lot on the weekends. We didn't see her a lot at nights. If there was a chance to work a double duty or double shift, Mama was going to work it. And she was gone a lot. But that's the way she was raised. Even when I was in college, she was doing some private duty nursing on the side. And some of you may not know this, but she was actually Aunt B's private nurse for a few weeks. And there were some stories to be told there, right? So Mama finally retired in 1994. She retired from the state. And she was ready to travel with Daddy and go on cruises and just live life. And also there were two grandboys that came along. Evan was born in 1992 and Joshua came along in 1997. But the same values she passed on to us, she passed on to them. Love the Lord and be active in church. Now, anytime you talk to Mama, she's either going to be at Stitching for Missions on Thursday, Wednesday night suppers, delivering meals, Bible study on Tuesday. She's always surrounded by church activities, church people. And the activities are great, but at the end of the day, her true desire is still for all of us to know the Lord. She also taught her kids growing up the value of family and the importance of family. Now, our grandmother passed away in 2004, and as with most families, when the grandparents pass away, families tend to spread apart a little bit, get a little disconnected. But Mama's maintained to keep us all connected the best she can, either through family reunions or fish fries or lunch on Easter. She's worked to keep us all together the best we can. And this past year has been especially tough for our family. We've had a traumatic year. We've lost some dear loved ones that have gone on to be with the Lord. But it just, again, strengthens that family bond that we were raised with, to lean on each other. And finally, that third trait of working hard, not cutting corners. When Mama retired, we all knew she wasn't going to slow down. Now, we all know she's fond of picking peas and beans and corn in 90-degree weather, canned vegetable soup, 15-layer chocolate cakes. To all of us, that's work. To her, that's what she loves doing. But in addition to that, it's caring for other people. And I think anytime anybody mentions Annie Pearl Guy, the first thing to say is that she's taking care of me. She's taking care of a loved one. She always puts herself ahead of everybody else. When Grandma was in the rest home for several years, Mama was driving to Elizabethtown several times a week to stay with her, just to be with her. Or bring her to our house for holidays and family celebrations. I don't think you've ever seen Mama lift, when Grandma was alive, lift her in and out of that wheelchair. I couldn't do it, but she, like somebody I've never seen before, could lift her up, put her in that wheelchair, go on about her business. Or even when Daddy was in the late stages of Parkinson's and dealing with dementia, Mama did superhuman things. I don't know how she did it. Again, to us, that's hard work. To her, that's what she did. That was her calling. And even today, if someone calls Mama and says, I need help, or can you take me to the doctor, or someone's in the hospital, the first question she's going to ask is, are they okay? And who's staying with them? She never wants anybody to be by themselves. She's been there, she's been in the hospital, she's seen the loneliness. But she always puts herself ahead of everybody else to make sure somebody gets taken care of. So now it's third generation. Got little Beckham with us, our great-grandchild. The same values she has presented to me and Larry and Josh and Evan, she's passing on to him. Love the Lord, love your family, and work hard taking care of other people. So today we say thank you, Mama. Happy birthday. This is long overdue. We should have done this years ago. But now it's no time better than now, right? So happy birthday, Mama. We love you. So, one final thing, and then we hope everyone sticks around. We'll have the birthday cake ready here in just a minute. But Larry mentioned earlier that we do have a local celebrity here, Jeff Lunsford, our local celebrity in town. Well, we had another celebrity that wanted to be here today. She couldn't make it. But she did send along a greeting that she wanted to wish Mom a happy birthday. She was busy working on some more TV shows and a couple of cookbooks. But someone might say hello.
Annie Pearl, I love your name. You know, us Southern girls, we have to have two names, don't we? Like I'm Paula Ann, and you're Annie Pearl, and I love it. And guess what I'm doing, girl, right now? I am coming in to tell you at your surprise 80th birthday. I'm coming in to surprise you with a great big happy birthday, girl. And 120 people. Oh my gosh. There's a lot of folks out there that love you, girl. And this is from your sons, James and Larry. And I think it's so sweet when men do sweet things like this. So the guys told me that you love me in Myrtle Beach. But the guys told me that you're absolutely famous for your 15-layer from scratch chocolate cake. How in the world do you put 15 of them together, honey? And when can I order one from you? You sound like my grandmother. Did all the things you love, like canning and gardening. And my goodness, I understand that you're a retired nurse. So that tells me what kind of person you are. Always looking out for someone else. So your sons feel that after doing so much for so many and taking care of so many, that this needs to be your day, and it's all about you and honoring you. From Larry and James and me, Paula Dean. Happy birthday, darling, and I send you much love and wishes for best dishes. And let me know when I can order that 15-layer chocolate cake, okay? Have a big one, honey. Bye-bye, and I'm right behind you on that birthday number.
Thank everybody for coming. Let's have some birthday cake. Appreciate it.